Are you looking for the best coolers? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best coolers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Xspec 60QT. The Xspec 60QT is our favorite value cooler without wheels. One tester notes, it's the balance, solid insulation, fun features, and a lower price than most we tested that works. Despite its affordability, it performs well, keeping contents below 40 degrees Fahrenheit for 6.1 days and below 50 degrees Fahrenheit for 6.7 days in our tests. This is unmatched value for the price. We love the Xspec 60QT's fun features: a molded ruler, built-in compass, bottle openers, tie-down slots, and an air release button. It shines with details like non-slip feet and a drain chain. You won't lose the drain plug. Its rectangular shape also makes lifting easier than some square options. The Xspec 60QT lacks an IGBC bare rating, making it less appropriate for bare-heavy destinations. But for non-wilderness users, it's an excellent budget-friendly, large-capacity option. It offers superior insulation and impressive scores across all other metrics. If you are heading into bear country, opt for the IGBC-approved Yeti Tundra 65 instead. While Xspec 60QT offers a lot of bang for your buck, it isn't without a few finicky features, such as its leaky drain plugs. Depending on your needs, other higher-scoring products, like the Canyon Outfitter 55 V2 or the wheeled Roll R60, may serve you better, even if sold at a higher price. If you're looking for another versatile option that scores similarly to the Xspec 60QT for each metric and sells within the same price range, the RTIC 65 is the jack of all trades we'd point you toward. At number 2. Yeti Roadie 48. The Yeti Roadie 48 blew other coolers out of the water across all test metrics, proving it merits its top-of-the-line reputation and the hefty price tag that comes along with it. No other cooler matched its insulation performance. Our food lasted 6.8 days, and our cold beverages kept cold for 7.5 days. The Xspec 60QT was a close second at 6.2 days under 40 degrees, but it doesn't have wheels. This is the best of the best for a wheeled option, if you can afford it. It's as easy to maneuver the Roadie 48 cooler as you would your rolling luggage, and its shape allows you to stack items on top to carry easily. It doesn't replace a beach wagon, but is still super helpful. Our lead tester, Gina Bradshaw, noted, "This cooler is perfect for anyone hauling lots of gear, whether to the beach or forest. I just stack things on top and roll." The Roadie 48 locks to safeguard your food and drinks from animals while camping, but requires a lock installation kit, purchased separately. While we measured this cooler at only 45 quarts, not the claimed 48, it still fits a lot, 77 cans, plus a bottle of wine or a 2-liter bottle standing up. The main question is whether this cooler is worth the high cost. The Xspec 45 towable is about half the cost and keeps food and drinks cold for 6 days, only 1 day shorter than the Yeti. But it is 8 pounds heavier and just feels bulky. If you are just using your cooler for the day, the Coleman Portable Rolling 50 QT is much easier to move around than the Roadie 48. Sure, it has about half the insulation performance, but it also gives you about 20% more usable space and is only 12.5 pounds empty, less than half the weight of this Yeti. Our test team reaches for the Coleman for most beach days, but the sturdy Yeti is unquestionably the ultimate cooler for any camping trip or situation where you want premium insulation. At number 3. Yeti Roadie 60. If a large cooler on wheels sounds intriguing, the Yeti Roadie 60 is one of the top options on the market. It has 2 durable wheels and a retractable handle, making it function like a large piece of wheeled luggage. Rolling this cooler around is remarkably easy, even on uneven surfaces. It's also one of the top-performing coolers in our lineup when it comes to insulation performance. Plus, it includes a dry basket and has many additional features for purchase, at extra cost, such as a divider that doubles as a cutting board. The Roadie 60 is lock compatible and has tie-down slots, so you can rest assured this will stay securely in place on your truck or boat. What is extra great about the Roadie 60 is that it's undeniably durable. We stood on it and even jumped on it to reveal vulnerabilities, yet it withstood the force and never leaked at any point. The non-slip surface of the lid also proved a noteworthy trait for keeping items in place when placed on top, or your feet, if you were stepping on it. After enduring extensive durability tests, our lead tester was happy to report, "I subjected the Roadie 60 to heavy wear and tear over weeks of testing, and it never showed any signs of weakness." You can't go wrong with this model if you're in the market for a durable cooler with a thoughtful, highly functional design that's sure to offer years of reliable use. But, because of its high price tag, you'll also want to make sure you plan to get equal amounts of use out of it. We don't recommend the Roadie 60 for anyone who only needs a cooler once in a blue moon. It is an investment. Although it is smart for frequent users, it is likely overkill for anyone who only needs light or short use. If you only need a cooler occasionally and are on a tight budget, we recommend the Coleman Portable Rolling 50. Keep in mind, you get what you pay for. The Yeti Roadie 60 is an all-around great cooler and makes it hard to find anything not to love. But, understandably, it may be beyond the budget of some consumers. Still, we think you'll be impressed if you can shell out the cash. If you're set on a Yeti but don't want the wheels, the Yeti Tundra 65 is a classic worth reading about. Though its insulation isn't nearly as strong as the Roadie 60, it includes many of the same great features, minus the wheels. At number 4. RTIC Ultralight 52. The RTIC Ultralight 52 has nearly everything you could want from a cooler. It offers a medium-large internal volume while remaining lightweight and portable. While we can't control how much you plan on throwing into the cooler, it was noticeably lighter than the competition when empty. That means getting it from point A to B is a breeze. The rope handles lift well above the cooler, so you won't hit your hands during transport. Not only that, it scored well across the board, specifically impressing us with its extra features and ease of use. This cooler also includes 2 drain spigots. Draining was no trouble at all, thanks to this double drain system. If you're looking for a cooler for daytime picnics, we highly recommend the Ultralight 52 due to its versatility alone. Several testers pointed out its multi-purpose shape, with one saying, "I found you don't need to pack a table to bring with you to the beach or park, you can simply eat right off the top of the cooler." The reason we wouldn't necessarily recommend this cooler for longer-term trips, however, is because of its mediocre insulation performance. Plus, it gets quite heavy when fully loaded, even though the cooler is quite light, but a day's worth of snacks and drinks is easier to carry. If the 21.6-pound RTIC still seems heavy and you don't need to maximize your long-term insulation, consider checking out the Igloo Marine Ultra 70, which weighs only 13.6 pounds. The RTIC Ultralight 52 isn't as durable as other contenders, but the latches and hinges are a potential weak point, even if nothing specifically broke during testing. Also, we noticed it was a little leaky when sloshed around or tilted on its side, indicating the freezer-grade gasket lid doesn't fully seal shut. Lastly, the plastic handles lack cushioning. Though this may seem trivial when empty, it's a different story once packed with goodies. Grasping onto hard plastic can become slightly painful on the hand, even if the cooler is a lighter option. All things considered, we were impressed with the RTIC Ultralight's lightweight construction, ease of use, and pleasant price. Another lightweight and inexpensive option is the Coleman 316 Series 52. Though its insulation performance isn't all that strong, it'll last for most overnighters or day trips. At number 5. RTIC Ultralight 22. The RTIC Ultralight 22 is the perfect size for use as a lunchbox or for solo travelers and is available in a variety of vibrant colors. The 2-in-1 shoulder strap/handle is made of durable webbing and features a neoprene comfort handle grip. Although there are no additional handles rotomolded on the RTIC, our tester confirms an alternative option, saying, "I found there is enough of a lip molded into the cooler's body to make it grabbable, if not using the strap, although it does require some effort." The Ultralight 22 could hold temperatures below 40 degrees for 3.4 days and below 50 degrees for an additional 9 hours. Not an ideal performance for a longer excursion, but as a lunchbox, the RTIC's performance is more than adequate. A handy silicone pocket hidden on the underside of the lid is nifty for storing small snacks or eating utensils. If you're ever concerned about the security of the contents of your cooler, the Ultralight is lockable. RTIC also has a large selection of accessories available for purchase that are compatible with this cooler, which allow you to customize it to your liking. We really like the slot-in dividers for keeping things organized. The Ultralight 22 is hard to beat when it comes to portability, but if its price is too much for you to stomach, we would point you in the direction of the Igloo BMX25 and Engel 19 Drybox. Both of these coolers are similar in size to the RTIC and would make great lunchbox-style coolers. They are also available at a more accessible price. That being said, trade-offs aren't without consequences. The Engel performed worse in our insulation tests, keeping temps below 40 degrees for only 1.9 days. This is still adequate performance for a day-to-day lunch cooler, but well below the RTIC Ultra-Light 22. The Igloo BMX25 actually surpassed the RTIC in our insulation testing, maintaining temps below 40 degrees for 4 days, but ultimately doesn't feel as durable and comfortable to carry as the RTIC. At number 6. Engel HD30. We've tested soft coolers for a decade, and the Engel HD30 continues to impress us. This is one of the best overall in our review of soft coolers. In our insulation testing, it offers some of the best insulation of any tested, keeping its contents below 40 degrees Fahrenheit for just over 3 days. While many similar coolers have thick zippers that can be difficult to operate or very narrow openings that are difficult to navigate, this soft cooler is impressively easy to use. The corners unclip, allowing the top to open quite far for swift loading and locating items. And with a large, for a soft cooler, capacity of 48 cans, the Engel HD30 just might be enough to get you through a weekend camping. Despite its oversized build, our testers remarked, it's more portable than I expected, and the comfortable handles on each end make carrying it that much easier. After years of regular use, this durably constructed soft-sided model looks and works like the day we first bought it. Carrying the Engel HD30 can feel rather heavy when this cooler is packed to the brim, though we appreciate the padded shoulder strap. After a rainstorm, the external pocket felt slightly damp. However, this complaint is minor, and during our soak test, the HD30 held up well with minimal dampness in its interior compartments despite being submerged in water for hours. Even with these minimal gripes, this big cooler bag is our favorite thanks to its primo insulation, large capacity, and terrific features like a removable bottle opener and rounded handles. If you're not into all the bells and whistles, the AO Cooler's 24-pack canvas cooler is another excellent option sold at half the cost. At number 7. Dometic CFX5 45. If you spend enough time camping in a car or van, you might consider upgrading from the old ice chest to a powered cooler that uses the energy from your vehicle or a power station to keep things cold, like your fridge at home. The best powered cooler we have tested is the seriously impressive Dometic CFX5 45. It won our Editor's Choice Award in our review of electric coolers and offers some of the coldest achievable temperatures and extremely precise and accurate temperature control. The steep price tag on this cooler makes even the most expensive non-electric coolers look like a bargain. While you save money by not needing to buy ice, you need to use this cooler a ton to justify buying it for ice saving alone. The main reason to buy a powered cooler is for the precision temperature control. You can precisely adjust the temperature to prioritize keeping meat fresh as long as possible or even making ice. Temperature control is much harder, if not impossible, just with ice. In addition, if you are camping far away from ice, often a powered cooler is the only way to keep key things cold reliably.